In this video, I attempt to walk 100,000 steps in one single day. Roughly equates to about 50 miles. It was an incredibly hard journey. It involved a lot of walking, a lot of preparation, and it even involved a really fun trail run. So stick around and let's start the video. It's 5:30 in the morning and I'm waking up to walk 100,000 steps today. So I better get started. Now, breakfast was simple. I used leftover steak and some eggs, and I made myself a breakfast burrito. It's light, it's portable, and I could walk with it. That's the most important thing that you really want when you're trying to walk 100,000 steps. Now, the morning time was beautiful. I was able to watch the sunrise while enjoying my cup of coffee on a nice little walk, and I ended up finishing up about 10,000 steps within the early morning hours. All right, the time is currently 8:51 in the morning and I am at 10,234 steps. So I'm making pretty good headway. I'm making pretty good progress on the journey altogether. Right now, I need to get ready for my ultra run. Today, I'm going to be driving all the way up to Arnold to run the Arnold Rim Trail. It is a hiking trail that I'm going to be using as a training opportunity to run a 50-kilometer today. And that's probably gonna be where I'm gonna get the bulk of my steps. So I'm feeling pretty good. But right now, I'm 10% of the way there. I only have 90,000 more steps to go. I'm feeling pretty good. My legs are all loosed up, loosey-goosey. I'm hoping that my legs aren't gonna be hurting anytime soon. But I need to get ready, pack up all my things, and head out for my run. We are ready to rock and roll, where I'm going to be running a 50-kilometer run, hopefully. No time like the present. All right, time to go run an ultra. All right, I'm currently at 11,900 steps, and here I am at the Arnold Rim Trail, about to go run 50 kilometers. Wish me luck. Another goddamn hill. Currently at 7 miles. And in the run so far, I've walked 11,000 steps. So I'm making headway. I should be a little over 20,000 steps altogether. And for the ultra, 7 miles in, 1 hour and 17 minutes in. Hovering around 11-minute pace, which isn't too bad considering all of these goddamn hills. Dude, the last 3/4 of a mile have just been almost entirely vert climbing. It's like I'm just going straight up. So I'm complaining a lot about the vertical climbing and how hard those hills are. But I gotta remind myself that I am literally climbing a mountain. Sometimes you just gotta get to the top. All right, so Cougar Rock is to the right and the Sunset Trail Loop is to the right. And there's 3 separate ways to go. Yep, according to my calculations, if my map is right, I am absolutely lost. Parkour. All right, we are back at the Carboys. I'm officially at 60,000 steps. So this is the furthest that I've ever walked. However, it's not 100,000 steps yet. And so I'm going to be going home, showering up, and then we're going to hit the treadmill because I'm only at 60%. Let's go do it. After I finished my morning walk came the more challenging and daunting challenge. I figured this month I'll go out and run a trail marathon. I ended up climbing a mountain, got lost a couple times, I ran out of water, but despite this, I was able to run a whole 26.2 miles while on that mountain. The hardest part of doing this run was the elevation gain. After the marathon run, it was actually fairly straightforward. What I did was I went home, took a shower, got dressed, and immediately went to start cooking. Now at this point, I was already about 60 to 65,000 steps in, and while my pizza was cooking in the oven, I talked to my wonderful fiance while pacing around the floor. Shannon had to go to sleep, and so here I am, left to my own devices. I have no one but the walking, one step in front of the other. This is where I gotta step up, if you will. This got me to about 75,000 steps, which is a lot. However, it's still only 3/4 of the way to the ultimate goal of 100,000 steps. I needed to go somewhere, and I went to the gym. At the gym, I hopped on a treadmill and I just started walking while watching some YouTube and Netflix. You know, treadmill sellers are stiff competitors because they'll give you a run for their money. And it was awful. At this point, my legs were pretty dead. Distance-wise, I could still feel like I could go further. The really big issue, the massive amount of elevation gains that I had to go through just to climb up the mountain. But I was determined, and while at the gym, I ended up walking another 20,000 or so steps, bringing my total up to almost a whole 99,000. Here we go, boys. We're getting into the end game now. So the game plan right now is, because it's getting late, when I get to be about 96,000 steps, I'm going to go home and I'll finish the rest there. There was no way I was gonna walk any more steps than I had to. And so I wanted to finish up all of the steps inside my house, so that way my last step could just be me falling to my bed and just sleeping. I am at 99,655. I am less than 500 steps away. And I got to my bed, and in the late hours, almost to midnight, after a full day of just moving, walking, running, climbing, and all the other sorts of stuff I had to do, I finally got to 100,000 steps. Oh my God, guys. It's finally happening. It's about to happen. 99,995. Oh my God. I did it. All right, gang. Well, I can barely move right now, so And then I immediately crashed in my bed. This was further than I've ever gone before. At the end of the day, I ended up going not only 100,000 steps, but also it equated to about 53 miles, which was just so much. But that was the 100,000 step challenge. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, you could drop a like and subscribe and see all of my other content as well. I do a whole bunch of other crazy things, just as wacky as this one. Thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful day.